10 boards in the game. Alvin Williams, 6 assists, no turnovers. Chris Bosh able to get it on the pass. Of course, Tracy McGrady, you expect him to be the man. He's got 16 in the first half. Going strong, finishing strong, although he's shooting just 8 of 18. Vince Carter, 11 points on 4 of 6 shooting. He's got to get more involved in the period at the defensive end.
7 points now for Jalen Rose. 7.5 in the third quarter. Raptors back within a point. Rose now talking with McGrady, saying, try it, try it. He did, and it was off the front iron.
Well, he wants to encourage McGrady to shoot from the outside. He's 0 for 6 now from 3. Keep him on the perimeter. That's just great use of the body. Coming down the floor, Vince Carter, obviously the better athlete, the bigger player, had no chance to block it simply because Strickland used his shoulders.
Jalen Rose tries the 3-ball. Raptors sluggish here. McGrady. And rattles it in.
Well, it's beyond sluggishness right now. The Raptors just not playing intelligent basketball. They're giving Orlando every opportunity right now to build a cushion.
Biggest lead in the ball game for the Orlando Magic, 66-58. Tracy McGrady has 18. Rod Strickland with the dime, and McGrady with the hoop. We'll be back to the Air Canada Center in a moment. 66-58, Tracy McGrady's Orlando Magic leading Vince Carter's Toronto Raptors. They were tied at 49 at the half. Juwan Howard has gone off here in the third quarter. Here is the matchup between the distant cousins. Right now, McGrady winning the battle.
Well, McGrady taking 21 shots. Vince only taking 8. On the assist column, McGrady also distributes the ball, but Vince, for his 3 assists, has 2 turnovers. Vince just has to get more involved in this ball game for his team. Tracy McGrady.
Peterson right up on him. McGrady, good in again. Howard again underneath. Juwan Howard has been a monster in this third quarter, and McGrady with the leftovers.
Orlando just hustling. They're working at it. They're going after the basketball. And if there's
final 2 minutes here in the third quarter.
Raptors are going to need a big fourth quarter from Vince Carter. He came up big against the Knicks Friday night, scoring 16 in the second half. But this is the guy Raptors have to worry about right now, Tracy McGrady. You have to keep him on the perimeter, but it's got to be a tough shot. And you've seen the way several Raptors opponents have played Vince Carter. You want to be extremely physical with him down the stretch.
Carter, there he goes. Vince Carter. Again, it's been kind of a cold afternoon for Vince Carter by his standards, but if he does heat up, this is when it happens, and right away Johnny Davis goes to Tracy McGrady. He'll be inserted in a moment, but Tyronn Lue is now 5 of 6. Lonnie Baxter. Double team there. Carter back out to Palacio. Strickland was giving him the shot. Carter off balance and stolen, given away. Juwan Howard the other way. Howard over Carter, but the block by Vince Carter. Big swat there.
It's the kind of recovery you like to see off a turnover.
Now Marshall, 5.5 to go. 6-point ball game. Carter on McGrady. Palacio to Rose to Marshall. 3-ball, no. Gooden has the rebound.
Last time a Raptor, Rod, had a 20-20 game, it was Popeye Jones. Remember the effort he always gave on the glass for the Raptors in those early expansion years.
McGrady again. Off again, and here we go.
To be concerned about. Vince has to be active right now because the Raptors are going to run out of options if they're just going to settle for jump shots.
He just picked up foul number 3. We have a timeout on the floor with 4:45 to go in the fourth. Big slot here by Carter. They're going to need more of this down the stretch.
So he's one of those players you don't have to let him know when he's screwed up. He'll let himself know.
Raptors need some stops. How do you stop him? Tracy McGrady.
This is the fear you have when you play a team like Orlando. You give them a cushion, and now you got to deal with maybe the best offensive player, arguably the best offensive player in the NBA, Tracy McGrady.
Now Carter needs to light it up in a hurry. 3.5 minutes to go. 2 of 5 in the second half. It's 91-84.
Well, not only does he have to light it up, but Vince
Carter over Rod Strickland. Vince Carter, quick couple of buckets. Carter has 17 points in the ballgame.
3 for 3 in the fourth now.
Few words for Tracy McGrady in the low post. Bosh and McGrady back. Carter and McGrady bang. Strickland with the ball. Howard again knocked away by Bosch. 2.5 minutes to go. The Raptors trail 93-86. Vince Carter, quiet in the third quarter, 3 of 3 in the fourth. They need more of that if they want to come from behind to win this one. Disappointed unless the Raptors can pull some Reggie Miller magic out of their hat here. They need about 3 ball after 3 ball. Jalen Rose back to Bosch. And that one is short. Alvin Williams, Tracy McGrady, and fouled by his distant cousin. So Tracy Lamar McGrady and Vincent Lamar Carter. Their matchup today, this one was all T-Mac.
Okay, now we did give the warning ahead of time. If you want to boo Tracy McGrady, keep in perspective that you look at some of the key players from the Raptors that have been traded away or have left to other teams. They've come back and had a lot of success. Tracy McGrady has averaged, let's see, 29 against the Raptors. Well, he's got 26 right now. But now winning this game for Orlando puts these ex-Raptors collectively 15-3 against their old team.
Next point is 100.
And those other players, of course, Corliss Williamson, Doug Christie.
There are a lot of ex-Raptors out there.
Oh, yeah. But I'm talking about some of the key guys that can influence the game.
22 seconds to go. So Vince and Tracy.
David Stoudemire, of course, being the other one.
Yeah, what could have been here, though? That's, again, what...
Oh, everybody wonders about that. But there's a lot of teams around the league with players that have left that doing a lot of the same type of wondering.
It was interesting that there was some press during McGrady's 19-game losing skid that, you know, maybe T-Mac might come back here someday. I think that would be rather far-fetched. I don't think that could ever happen.
Well, it's amazing what happens when teams lose.
So a few days before Christmas, and there it goes, and a lump of coal here today for Raptor fans. 104-91 is the final.
Well, certainly a disappointing loss. Tracy McGrady did what he's done on the average every other time he's come to Toronto. Finished with 29 points, 5 boards, 5 assists. Not a bad day.
Defending NBA scoring champion. He is the second leading scorer in the NBA right now, and that is quite a matchup. Those two who used to be teammates. And the relatives talking. I guess this is the only time that, you know, I know they're distant cousins, but I don't think they'll be sharing any post-game turkey or anything. There's T-Mac, some of the highlights. He started it off for Orlando. Put the finishing touches on later. Let's join Stacey Dale Schumann now with Tracy McGrady.
Tracy, you finished with 29 points. It seems maybe like the booze did help you a little bit.
I told him last year, man, please keep booing me because I feed off that. I mean, you know, my thing is you booing, nobody out of the stands is coming out here and play the game and try to defend me. So it really doesn't bother me. The only thing it does is add more fuel to the fire. So, you know, I feed off that, and please keep on doing it.
You have 5 players in double figures. What do you attribute the scoring balance to?
You know, that's why we've been so successful, because we've been spreading the ball around and playing unselfish ball. A couple games ago, I criticized my teammates for being too selfish, and ever since the turnaround, ever since that, it's been a turnaround. Everybody been sharing the ball, they've been contributing, and that's what we got to do in order for us to be successful.
It seems like you guys were the aggressor in the second half, especially on the O boards. Is that the difference in the game?
The difference, yeah, that's totally the difference in the game. You know, here lately, we've been coming out third quarter, been coming out real aggressive, because that sets the tone right away for the second half. On a 19-game losing streak, we coming out the second half, and we've been kind of flat. So we kind of toned it up a little bit in the coming out third quarter, and we staying aggressive. And hey, this is working. It's paying off for us.
Thanks, Tracy. Good win.
Well, they win again. He's going to go back in the locker room and criticize his teammates. They'll keep winning. 6 wins over their last 8. 2 teams who have changed a lot over the last couple of weeks.
And for the Raptors, not a lot of time to regroup and head out in a West Coast swing.
Orlando Magic. Some of the fans didn't like it here today for Toronto. They were crying. It was 104-93, T-Mac and the Magic.